The reason you're not reaching your health goals on a raw vegan diet is because you're more concerned about being fully raw than fully healthy. Now, don't get me wrong, a fully raw diet is amazing, and there's some people in the world who do it, and they have amazing results. But if your only concern is being fully raw, and you're sacrificing your health just to maintain that title, then it defeats the purpose. Now, let's be real, most people are not fully raw. The world is a cooked food world, and it's set up for you to lose. So being fully raw takes a lot of effort and a lot of extra intention. So if you can maintain a fully raw diet, that's great, that's amazing, kudos to you, but this is probably not the video for you. Most of us, to maintain a fully raw diet, it's really stressful. We really have to go out of our way. And honestly, we might not even feel our best doing it because the quality of food is not always the best, especially if you're relying on supermarkets, regular supermarkets. So you have to go out of your way and locate high quality foods. You might have to order tropical foods, which could be expensive, which is great if you can do. I got a link to a discount from Miami Fruit, which is amazing tropical fruits from southern Florida. But on the day-to-day, we need to go about our life and do other things. I myself am no longer living life to be consumed with food, all about food. I really enjoy working out these days, getting fit, getting strong, working on my business, my online business, on my passions, and doing other things than being concerned about just food. So I'd rather focus on the raw living foods, on the fruits, on the vegetables, but not be caught up on perfection. I'd rather use cooked vegetables and whole foods to make up some calories in the evening from what I might not get from the raw foods. Now, of course, I've done fully raw periods, and I've actually had amazing results being fully raw in certain periods, and then I had actually horrible results being fully raw in other periods. So it depends on many factors. And for me, I feel amazing fully raw when I'm at a fruit festival, for example, and I'm surrounded by all raw vegans. Everyone's eating raw that week or for those few days. And the raw food is just so abundant. All you can eat fruits, they're high quality fruits. All you can drink sugarcane juice, and it's just so easy to be fully raw, and you're just so satisfied. Whereas other times in the winter in Canada, I'm trying to be fully raw, and the fruit quality is not as good, everything's more expensive, no one around me is doing it, so I'm going out with people trying to be fully raw. I'm thinking about food, can't wait to go back home and eat my own food, so I'm not fully present with the people. But now I found a better balance where I can go out with someone, have some cooked food, not be perfect, and actually enjoy a hearty, like a poke bowl, for example, with rice and veggies, a hearty cooked meal, and get back on my own flex where I drink lots of fresh juices to start the day. I always eat fruits all throughout the day, and then in the evenings when I would have a cooked meal, or if I go out with people, and I'll still try to put as much raw food as possible. So I'm always focused on the raw foods, the living foods. I'm always promoting that. I'm promoting fresh juices, but I don't care about perfection. In fact, I don't recommend it to most people. Only very few people who are ready to be fully raw and can thrive in that lifestyle, which is great. And if you can find a community, that's the best thing to do. But I think most people, we don't need to be 100% raw. If we can be 80% raw, that's amazing. And then just get fresh, wholesome foods, vegetables in you, where you're really satisfied and you're not depriving yourself. You really want to be nourished and satisfied and eat an abundance of whole foods, fresh foods, and be as healthy as possible without stressing it, without beating yourself up, without trying to be perfect. That's just my point of view at this time of my life. I'm sure I'll be fully raw when I go somewhere where I'm in an environment that really supports it. But in my day-to-day life, I don't stress being fully raw anymore because I found it just made me less present. It made me more thinking about food, and I wouldn't actually be fully nourished. So now I feel much better having a balanced lifestyle, focus on the raw living foods, but not trying to be perfect. I also would always do long detoxes and cleanses, which is nothing wrong with that if you can, again, be in an environment that supports you and do it successfully without depriving yourself. I like to promote and do myself now short little cleanses, like 1 to 3 days, and then really nourish myself with the healthiest foods. And even for that, I would prepare. So I do have a 3-day juice cleanse guide that basically guides you for 1 week of preparing for the juice cleanse, doing 3 days on juice, drinking an abundance of juice, and then breaking it for the 1-2 days following with the healthiest, nutritious, raw living foods and whole foods if you need to. Check that out in the link below, and I'll see you in the next video. Much love.